This isn't just another true crime story. This really happened to the mother of one of my top subscribers. Her life was scarred by a cruel dentist, but her spirit remained unbroken. And even after she passed, her love continues to inspire. Stories like this remind us that behind every headline, every horror, there are real people, real families, and legacies that live on. So tonight we honor her memory, and we make sure her story is never forgotten. In the spring of 1990, a group of young women seemed inseparable. They laughed, they joked, and some lived for chaos. But behind their sketchy pranks was a secret, one that would lead to a nightmare in a dentist's chair, a nightmare that scarred one of the friends forever. They weren't your typical friends. They thrived on drama, stirring up trouble wherever they went. Some called it fun, but others called it dangerous. And one day their revenge games crossed a line that no one could have predicted. They convinced a dentist, already working under suspicious circumstances, to perform a cruel and careless surgery on one of the friends. He ripped out teeth with hardly any anesthesia. He stitched her up so poorly that when the wounds reopened, her mouth was left with gaping holes and scars. She was in agony for months. She was allergic to codeine, and told him. The dentist knew it, and still, he prescribed it. The friend could have died that day. What made it worse? This so-called dentist wasn't even who he claimed to be. He was practicing under the license of a dead dentist. Creepy doesn't even begin to describe it. It took her more than 6 months to heal. The pain, the scarring, it never should have happened. Later, I learned that she wasn't the only victim. Others had suffered the same nightmare in his chair. He left a trail of butchered mouths and broken trust. But before their mom passed away from pancreatic cancer in August 2021, she gave her child one final wish: to close the CNA chapter and follow their true passion, art. She believed that healing didn't just come from medicine or bandages, but also through creativity, expression, and the ability to bring beauty into the world. 4 years have passed since her death, and the loss is still deeply felt. But her spirit has never left. My subscriber feels her presence in dreams, in quiet moments, and in every piece of art they create. By honoring her last wish, they've carried her love and light forward. And now, by sharing their story here, we make sure her memory will never be forgotten. To my subscriber, thank you for trusting me with your mom's story. Her legacy lives on through you and through all of us who hear it. This was more than just a crime story. It was a piece of one of my top subscribers' life. Their mom's strength, love, and final wish continue to inspire us all. If this story touched you, drop a broken heart in the comments to show your support. And if you've ever had a loved one whose memory guides you, share your story below. I'd be honored to read it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss these real stories that matter. Because here, every voice, every story deserves to be heard.